Abingdon-Avon School District, we do have, I'll start with Kathryn Jennings from the ROE. Hi, Kathryn.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very excited to be here this morning.
Good. I'm going to have you get a little closer to that microphone. There you go. We got a packed house in here this morning. All right, Kathryn, tell us why you're here today.
Well, we are so excited to be here to announce our partnership with Act Now. Act Now is an after-school program advocacy group who is specifically for children and teens, and we have partnered with them to implement a strategy called Full Service Community Schools. And so we went through an interview process. Jody Scott, our regional superintendent, was able to get us in connection with this group, and they were looking for rural schools who could likely be good candidates for this strategy. And Abingdon-Avon came to our mind because we have very strong partnerships already between the leadership team there and our leadership team at the Regional Office of Education. So on behalf of Jody Scott, our regional superintendent, we are excited to be one of 4 rural schools selected for this strategy.
Fantastic. What's the strategy all about?
So this is a full-service community.
Let me go ahead and get that microphone a little closer to you. We are now joined by Heather Allen. She's the full-service community school coordinator.
Yes, so the full-service community school program is where we are going to bring pillars and resources into our school districts and be able to service the Abingdon-Avon Middle School and the Abingdon-Avon High School to be able to bring different resources to our students and our community.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about your school district.
So I am located in Avon at the Abingdon-Avon Middle School, and we have roughly 207 students at that school. And so we right now service 6th through 8th grade, and we are focusing on a needs assessment process, which we are going to be rolling out, and it's going to focus on their ideas. So they get to have input in on this. So they will have they will be able to do a survey, and it's going to see what works for our school district and what challenges we have, and then we can bring in what resources we need for those.
Okay, thank you very much, Heather. And also with us is Bill Walters. He's the superintendent of A-Town. Bill, what's this program mean for your district?
Well, I think one of the things you get into education, and one of the very important portions that kind of falls on the wayside is those connections in your community. We talk about it a lot. We want to make it happen, and then it's something that kind of falls to the wayside. With Heather and Stephanie on board and the ROE helping us out, we really, really are making a conscious effort into really connecting with our communities of Avon and Abingdon. We've been a district for a while now, and we're very much better now than I think we were as far as being together. But it's really time to tie our community people together with this and provide resources that they have and are willing to give.
Okay. So the needs assessment process, we'll talk about that. There are 4 pillars of this program. Stephanie McMillen, would you like to tell us all about that?
Yeah, so the 4 pillars are what we will be using to bring our programs into the schools and to put into place the things that we find out during the needs assessment. And those 4 pillars are collaborative leadership and practices, expanded and enriched learning opportunities, integrated student support, and active and family student engagement.
Okay, and Stephanie, remind us of your role.
So I am the coordinator, the full-service community schools coordinator for Abingdon-Avon High School.
Okay, for the high school, okay. Now, there's a real strong connection with sports already. You've got a great foundation to build upon in the A-Town School District, or at least it seems like that. We do a lot of A-Town games. There's a nice, both shootouts occurred, one last weekend with the girls, one this weekend with the boys, so there's a lot of really good community support.
Yeah, we have a good following, as you know, and we have people that just really care about our school district. It's really about taking that energy and talent from our community and bringing it into our buildings.
Okay. And also, Heather, what are you looking to gain? What are you excited about that you're going to gain from this program?
Being able to bring resources to our students and community members.
Could you say that again there?
Being able to bring resources to our students and family members.
Wonderful.
So the needs assessment process, that's where it's a survey where we get their input, see what works, what doesn't work. And we are going to get the students, teacher, families, along with community members. So they will all have an input on this. So we are going to be able to bring systematic change, within our school district, and we're going to be able to do it alongside with our community members.
Okay, fantastic. Kathryn, there's a needs assessment process that you're going to work on, and thank you, by the way, for bringing this leadership team. It's a good group of people.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, looking forward to continuing to learn more about the program again. So what are we going to do now, and what's the needs assessment process?
So the next step is going to be to establish leadership teams at Abingdon-Avon School District. There'll be one for the high school specifically, one for the middle school.
Okay.
And jointly together, they'll work with leadership to determine, what those needs are. That's going to mean going door to door. That's going to mean identifying the voices that haven't been brought to the table yet. And really, I didn't mention it earlier, but really, like, the greatest takeaway in all of the studying that we've done on full-service community schools and what they mean is that really the school becomes the center hub for the community. So everything funnels in and out of the school district. And so we are looking at ways that we can make that happen so that we bring all families into the school building.
Okay. And what does this mean for the Abingdon-Avon School District?
So, monetarily, this will bring $5 million over 5 years.
Wow.
So, $500,000 is awarded to each school in the program, so $1 million each year for 5 years. So that totals $5 million. And so with that money, we will be able to identify what those resources are that we're missing, what partnerships we need to continue to work through, what partnerships we need to establish, and basically create what's called pipeline services that will allow a child from birth to be served all the way through adulthood with that school as the hub.
Wow. $500,000 per school.
Per year.
That is amazing.
Yes. It is a fantastic opportunity.
You've got to be tickled, Bill.
Yeah, very much so. You can figure it out. I just want to make sure everyone knows that the superintendent gets none of that money. This is all going towards kids, and this is really important to us. We feel like with this program, this is part of a bigger picture, we think, for the state of Illinois, as its success could vault into other programs for other school districts. So we're kind of under the microscope and really, really are going to work extremely hard to make this happen. And Heather and Stephanie and the ROE with Jody and Kathryn have absolutely put their heart into this, and I really appreciate it.
Yes, it's a game changer.
Mm-hmm. Sure
That's
is.
what it is. It's a pilot program that could be a game changer for a school district that's your size in a rural area that could lead to greater things for our entire West Central Illinois
Correct.
area.
It's well put.
And Heather Allen, of course, and Stephanie McMillen, full service community school coordinators. What do you think, Heather and Stephanie? What do you think the money could go toward? You know your district already. You know the kids. So what are you thinking may be a good use of that money? I'll start with you, Stephanie.
Sure. Some of the things that we're thinking of is bringing mental health services into our schools. We are currently working on food, clothing, and hygiene pantries. That was one of the first things. Heather has already done a whole lot of work with that prior to being in this role. And so we're just kind of piggybacking off of that and trying to bring new resources. We want parent education. We want student education in the way that we want them to have post-secondary plans in place. So there's really a lot of things that we're thinking about doing here.
Okay.
And we could even touch base on on-site laundry services for students. So all students and families will be able to have clean clothes so they could attend school.
So it sounds like, Heather, in some ways, all of our school districts, we're hearing about the on-site laundry. we have the Recharge Teen Center here that serves Monmouth, Roseville, and United. But it sounds like we're really trying to teach some basic skills, too, to help students thrive, not just in education, but in their hygiene and all of the things that make the next, make them feel good and confident.
Yes, yeah, and it all kind of comes from an approach of change we could do is by using the theory of change framework. So the if, then, and then. So if students have clean clothes, then they will want to come to school. Then they will not miss out on academic learning. Then their academic performance will progress.
Okay. And the secondary aspect, too, of career, whether that's in the trades, if that's college, or if that's simply entering the workforce upon graduation, the confidence that they need to be able to, because we need the workers. There's no question in every field known and necessary. So the inspiration is what you guys are also looking for your students. Okay. Heather, is there anything else you want to add today?
I'm just very honored to be able to be a part of this program. Me and Stephanie both, our hometown is Abingdon, so we went to Abingdon School, and so being able to kind of come full circle and provide, systematic change for these students and families, it's very honoring.
Okay. Heather, you're going to do a great job. Stephanie, anything you want to add as well?
Yeah, I just want to share, too, that it's really exciting time. It's an incredible program. I'm extremely honored to be a part of it. We learn more and more every day about the good work that we can do, and we have coaches that are helping us get there through Act Now. And so that's been a really neat process as well.
Okay. And Stephanie, remind people again your role, where they can find you and reach you as this whole entire process starts to take place.
Yes. So I have an A-Town email, and so that can be found on the school website. And I am the full-service community coordinator at Abingdon-Avon High School.
Fantastic. Remind us, Heather Allen, your title again and where people can find you.
I am the full-service community school coordinator for the Abingdon-Avon Middle School, and my office is located in Avon at the middle school, and my email is on the district website as well.
Okay, fantastic. Bill, what else would you like to add? Bill Walters is our superintendent of Abingdon-Avon. What else would you like to add?
I just wanted to thank the ROE for partnering with us, Kathryn Jennings and Jody Scott and Melissa Anderson, and just have helped us make this happen. And it is a huge opportunity for us, and we really appreciate this happening. So you can't say more than that, because they really just work extremely hard for us.
Okay, Bill, I appreciate you. We're going to check in with you. If you don't mind, and keep us updated how this all goes.
Absolutely. Glad to do it.
Okay. And Kathryn Jennings with us, Director of ROE Services. This is a big one. This was a big one for the ROE. Big win.
Yes, fantastic opportunity. It isn't without the advocacy that Jody does at the state level that we even knew about this opportunity. So I definitely want to make sure that we recognize her efforts at the state level. She hasn't been in our office much this year because she's out advocating in the state for this region.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important for us all to keep in mind, because we'll continue to find those opportunities through the regional efforts at the state to advocate for rural schools.
Well, your team does a fantastic job, and leadership, attitude reflects leadership, and you have a great leader in Jody Scott.
Absolutely. And
just a reminder, in the big news again, Kathryn, remind people the full-service community school, what that means monetarily.
Monetarily, that means over the course of 5 years, Abingdon-Avon School District will have access to $5 million to implement the full-service community school strategy, which, again, puts the school district at the center hub of the community so that all resources can funnel in and out for students from birth all the way through adulthood, with the community keeping the school at the center.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming in today, everybody. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job. Thanks so much. That is Abingdon-Avon School District, as well as the Regional Office of Education.